Hi everybody, this is Kathy, and thank you for stopping by. And if you don't mind, I would appreciate you giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like. Today I'm going to be making a journal. So this will be a couple parts, probably 3 or 4 or 5 parts video. I'm going to start with making the cover. The journal's going to be 5 by 7, so it's a rather small journal. And I'm going to be trying a technique similar to a raggedy technique and my grungy technique, but I'm not doing it grungy or ragged. Well, it might be a little raggedy. I'll be using laces and such. So a much lighter journal. I want to start by coloring the cover. And this is craft board. And on the back of the cover will be these cardstock white sheets as well. But I'm going to start with the cover. I want to put down something. I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling and with some vintage photo we'll start with. All around the edges. And off the edges, just very light around the corners. Starting off of the paper so I don't get those round circle marks too badly. I'm going to do the same thing on the back cover. Okay. I also am going to give it a little bit of color. And let's see. I think I'm going to try this. We'll see how it works. Yeah. This is Seedless Preserves, Tim Holtz Distress ink. Okay. Oh, I guess I'll do this. This side too a little bit. Okay. I'll leave this out. And I'm going to take a stencil, a bent stencil, and I'm going to stencil in some flowers. And I'm going to stencil those in the same seedless preserves. Whoop. Okay, like that. And I think some up here. Ever so slightly. And it needs something in this corner. Okay. I always like to clean my stencils right away. It saves me some steps later. I'm going to try. I didn't want that paste. Let's see. I think I have some crackle paste I'm going to try to use. If it's still good. And it's not. So I will use some grit paste. Those of you who haven't used grit paste, it's a texture medium and it almost feels like it has sandpaper in it. So what you'll get is kind of a gritty kind of look when you're done. I don't think I'll use that. I think I'll use this. I'm going to use a palette knife. Well, actually, I'm going to do this first. And you can color grit paste after it dries. So let me, listen, I'm not very good with this stuff. I really, it's hit or miss. So let's hope it's not too bad of a miss. Okay. And we'll pull that up. And what I'm hoping it will do is I'm hoping it will give a kind of 3D effect when it dries. And this stuff dries hard, so you want to clean it off pretty much right away. That much I know. Okay. Next, I'm going to, shouldn't have put that away yet. I'm going to add some flowers to the back. And some there, a few up at the top. That was my husband asking about my dog, if I wanted him in the room. And I have to say no, because he will start barking. Not that I mind it, because I'm used to it. But you all might not like it. Okay. So that's going to set that aside. I'm going to dry this for a bit. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It does need a little more time to dry. So I'm going to just set it aside for a minute. And I'm going to work on what will be the inside cover. And right now I'm just looking at making it, you know, putting the lace on and such. So I know what I want to do, kind of. I want to have some lace sticking out. So I'm going to glue that. Actually, I'm going to tear it in half. And this beautiful paper is by Vintage Style Snippets. She sells in her Etsy shop coffee dyed lace paper that I have fallen in love with. I have a video on my channel of her stuff. Okay, let me grab some glue. And I want it to stick over. All around. And I'm going to just cut off the edges. You're really not going to see that much of it, but you'll see enough. And let me ink these up. cut off those, get rid of those sharp corners. Okay. Now the next layer is either going to be lace, which I think it will be. So I'm going to cut this. And what I think I will do is take this to the sewing machine, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And the reason I went to my sewing machine instead of glued it was I wanted some kind of misshapen gathers, and that was the easiest way to do it. So that's going to go like that. In a moment, I still have another layer I want to put on, and I want to do that using some tracing paper. And I'll show you what I will be doing with this. I'm going to be I'm going to be stamping some words on here. And I want to show you what inspired me, if I can find it in here. What inspired me for this whole journal was from Somerset Studio, and this is February, March, April 2023, and this is by Lynn Moncrief, and she made little books. But I love the idea of having words sticking out of a raggedy journal. I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to try something like that, but I'm using the words that I saw earlier here. Let me see. Because I wanted to make this almost like my kind of spiritual book. And I love some of the sayings I found in here. And these were this one. Each morning she honored her spirit whispers. I love that. So I'm going to stamp on this paper. I wonder if I'll stamp or maybe I'll write. It might be much easier to write if I can get my writing okay. Okay, it can't be very long, so we'll do it this way. And each morning she honored and let me tell you who I'm stealing this from. Does it say who? Patricia Mosca honored her spirit whispers. And I'll put my signature heart there. And a signature heart there. And a little star there. Okay. Let's try that. I'm going to tear it. I have to give myself enough room so it'll peek out. And I want you to be, I'm using tracing paper because I wanted to be able to see the lace underneath it like that, because remember, this is all going to go on top of it. Yeah, okay. Except one thing I didn't do was think about the edge. So okay, and let me see if I put the purple on here instead of the brown. And color the whole thing on the opposite side so it just gives a tinge of purple. And I'm going to write one more thing. Soul. Emotions. And character. Now this is going to be too high. Oh, but that's okay. I think that'll work. Oh, again, I forgot to tear this on this. Oh, no, I did. Okay, so this time I'm going to glue the paper. Come down. Gotta come down. And I'm just going to tear this off. It's okay. You don't finish the sentence. And this is going to go on top. So this has to come out a little more. I think I need one more little something. Okay, let that dry. And on this one, I'm going to write fill yourself with love. Okay. Whoop. Okay. And this is going to go down here. Okay. And I'm going to take my heat gun to it for a sec. I'll be right back. Okay. And this is going to go on top. But before I do that, I have some other lace. And I'm wondering if I should cover this. I like it because it kind of looks like leaves going up. Let me cut this. Okay, let me. Okay. I kind of like it with the lace, but it needs another flower in the center. So, let me find my stencil. I'm going to try to go in. Since I'm covering with lace, it didn't really make sense to do the grit paste because it won't be visible. But the best laid plans, right? Okay, so before I do anything, I'm going to glue this down. Ooh, maybe I'll wrap it. Yes. Okay. I never can tell which is the right part. I think this one is. Okay. And I'm going to add a few dots of glue. Okay. Now, it's going to need something on top. I'm not thrilled with it. I'm not unhappy with it, but I do like the writing around the edges. Okay, well, that's all I have time for today. What I'm going to do off camera is the back, and then I'll come back and we'll add the signatures, make the signatures, add them. And I hope you come back. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a good one. Bye.